Hi guys, welcome from the Stefan cel Mare, Stefan the Great Boulevard here from this beautiful Chisinau. It's really amazing here. I love it. It's beautiful. It's the 9th of May. It's well organized. It's a really very nice city, and I will show you Chisinau as I see it here now. I will explain you all the things I learned about Chisinau. It's my 4th time only here. I will, I think, explain interesting things about the history, about the future in the European Union, hopefully as well in NATO. I hope some of them here will listen to my advice on economics. Some of them have already. It has already very low flat tax. That's always very good. Hopefully they will also adopt the euro and not wait until Ukraine. They didn't do it, and then had to come the war, and now they have fixed the currency, stabilized it to the dollar and to the euro. I think that was, again, it's a dollar back. It was not the best decision. And so I hope that here, at least in Moldova, they will listen to me. Also my Romanian friends hopefully join the Eurozone, and then I hope that we all will be united in the European Union. I made my case already against any unification fantasies. I'm for Moldova to join the European Union, NATO, to adopt the euro, and to be a completely normal country like Macedonia or Belgium or Austria. We are all very complicated, and we all have our ups and downs, but we are all Europeans, and we should be united in this beautiful European Union of ours. I will walk now over there to the National Bank. I will call for the recognition of Kosovo, for the adoption of the euro, and also for fast-track EU membership, also for NATO membership, and also for the repeating of the Macedonian success story. And obviously I will criticize the European Union as much as I can because of the 30 lost years here. They have done too little for Moldova. They have neglected this beautiful country. And actually here, when I remember Mr. Tusk was tweeting for Mrs. Maido's victory and then congratulating, and since then really not enough was done. And then we are now in this gas crisis, and then in the Ukraine war crisis, and in the Transnistrian crisis. And when you count it, and when you see the European response, imagine just one moment we would lose Moldova again to Russian aggression, or not lose completely, but we would have to face another war here, just as an extension of the Ukraine war, and how terrible. And then everybody in Brussels will say, oh, we couldn't know. Nobody told us. Okay. And we didn't, even if we knew, we could have done nothing. Okay, you could have at least listened to my podcast about Ukraine, because I went to Mariupol to tell everybody on 10th of February that this will be attacked, and now it's destroyed. And everybody who says, oh, we didn't know, then I can just tell you, listen to my podcast, or make yourself a little bit informed about Europe if you are a European functionary or a European politician or a national politician in the European Union, or anybody who cares for the world, because it was pretty obvious that we will be in a major crisis because we are in war since 2014. And who missed, by the way, that we are in war since 2014 could see at European Moments, at my interview, European Moments, when they invited me very kindly to make my statement. It is basically since the takeover of Crimea, the European post-war peace water has broken down, and we are in that kind of complete mess today. Here I'm in the Ministry of Interior. That's the number main building, and I will walk now over there to these beautiful monuments and to the other parts of the town. And honestly, when you look around, of course some things need to be renovated. No, it's not perfect, but that's also a little bit a task inside the European Union, that we do more redistribution, that we move towards better unity, that we build the infrastructure. Some people give me the argument that even in Romania the infrastructure is not perfect. Yeah? So please, let's fix the infrastructure then. Yeah? What has stopped us to redistribute more and make more highways? Yeah? I would go. I was in 2018 in Gagauzia, that's the southern kind of autonomous region here, and I ask everybody, is the highway ready? Now, still today, the highway is not ready. Okay, so Did anybody stop us to build the highway? I don't think so, yeah. And so my thinking is, if we have not redistributed enough to Romania, maybe we should start to do that. If we have not redistributed enough and didn't care enough for Moldova, maybe it's about time to get this done. Mrs. von der Leyen, Mr. Hahn. I think yes. Honestly, yes. So if we have some problems with redistribution and if we have some issues here, then let's maybe enlarge our generosity level and our responsibility level, and then it will be much better European Union, and we can then not complain that it's not as perfect as we wanted because we have not paid enough for it. Yeah? And Sebastian Kurz and the so-called frugals were utterly irresponsible in that aspect because they were the first ones to say, no, we have not enough money, we are just Denmark and Austria and Netherlands, we are just the richest parts of the world, and we are getting rich because of all the workforce coming and the markets and the stability, but we are not ready to pay more. And that was, of course, a major mistake. So we need to increase our generosity level. I'm now calling for the new debt package, the 1.5 trillion in English, 1,5 Billionen, 1,500 Milliarden, just to get it very right. Yeah, it's not cheap. I'm really sorry. It's a lot of mess here. We need to pay for it. Who else will pay? Do we want to leave the Eastern European mess like it is? For Russia to start a war every 5 years or constantly waging wars? I don't think that this is the right way to do it. Yeah? And so that is a bit the situation. So we need a Europe of responsibility, of unity, of care, of welfare, but for all Europeans. From the open labor market, from the common currency, from all these things, needs to be united. Otherwise, we cannot succeed against Russia. So easy it is, and the competition with Russia has always led to more enlargement. And without it, we would have never had the understanding and the generosity and the openness to include anybody. The French were even against the Austrians joining the European Union. Some might remember, if they've listened to my audio podcast, I explain all these things over there. Good, more to come now from Pax Europiana, here from European Moldova. And please support European Moldova and be generous. Yes, regards. Thank you very much. Bye.